thanks for joining us today, Greg and Debbie. So you've been with Wise for about 6 years now. I believe that you tried other property managers in the past. What were some of the challenges and problems that faced you?
So we've been in the property game now as investors for almost 2 decades. So as far as stumbling our way through and finding different property managers and all the different trials and tribulations that we've found, the thing that we've found that really tripped us over was the fact that we were never able to find someone that could actually do everything on our behalf and be able to actually act in our best interests. They were always either acting in the best interest of the tenant, or the tenant wants this, so we'll do blah, things like that. Whereas once we've come here, what we've worked out is that one of the things that I really like is the fact that if you've got 2 months left on your lease, and I know I speak about this a lot, you've got 2 months left on your lease, you'll get a reminder that you can make a decision on behalf whether you want to keep the tenant for that period or not, because the tenant can give you 2 weeks notice, and we then left with weeks and weeks and weeks of an unlettered property. Or you can actually take control of that, make sure that it's vacant in January or June, which are the two most high demand months of the year, and you can actually get your property leased with a minimal amount of vacancy. That's what I like the most.
Okay, so I guess that maybe you felt that it was going to be impossible to find a property manager that met your expectations prior to coming to Wise.
So we've been through 3-4 property managers before we came across Wise, and we were also at the point where maybe this isn't what we're after. Maybe we need to get out and play with shares or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But once we came across Wise, yeah, so much happier.
I think just to add to what Greg's saying there, I think one thing you guys do very well is that you never get that wrong with the relet of the property. So we actually do currently have another property manager for a property outside of Brisbane.
Yes.
Obviously not within your jurisdiction. And most recently we had that issue come up 2 weeks out from the end of the lease. They had no idea what the tenant was doing, and subsequently they gave notice, and it's still sitting vacant. So you guys have already talked to the tenant to actually know what's about to happen. So that's why I think that works very well.
Yeah, so we're up to 5 weeks now of that property being vacant.
Outside busy times.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
So what are some other things that you like about Wise Realty Service apart from the lease renewals?
One thing I think is always done exceptionally well is you have an online system for maintenance requests, and that makes it very easy to keep up with and manage what's going on. They always come with photos, which is very handy, and on the few occasions where I've actually had to make some inquiries about that, the current person on the other end of those emails is always really readily available to actually deal with those queries and get it sorted.
Oh, that's great.
As well as the quarterly inspections. Like a lot of the people online say, yeah, we do quarterly inspections, and you read it on their blurbs on their websites and bits and pieces like that. But the difference is you guys actually do it. You actually take the photos, and you actually send us the information as well, so that we're actually all in the loop in the entire process. So it's just really helpful.
Oh, that's great. So you'd recommend Wise to other people?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And I think as you guys would know, we certainly have, and out of some of our referrals, you certainly have a little bit more of that business from us. So I think that's always really handy to say, well, we would recommend you, but we have actually recommended you.
Yes.
That's great. And would you be happy to talk to prospective clients about your experience with Wise?
Yeah, I've got no dramas at all, because I know when I was looking, you never know who to actually ask or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like if I had someone 15 years ago that could have given me the heads up, hey, this would be the way you should move forward. Yeah, so much better.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not particularly. I think Greg sort of spoke a lot.
Yeah.
So it seems Wise has restored your peace of mind when it comes to having your properties managed. Thanks so much for coming in and talking to us today.
Lovely.
That's
Thank
all right,
you,
Thank you.
you.